Okay guys, we're now going to do the next video. I made the 2 rows of half double crochet. So now we are going to make this cute little tulip square. It's a square, granny square using a tulip stitch. You can usually normally go bigger, like 4 or 5 rounds, but I stopped at round 4. And we're going to make them this big. So I'm going to make several gray, several black, and several blue. Pulling out every color in this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to sew each one of these things squares together, and then we're going to sew them to this right here. And then you'll do 2 rows of half double crochet above that. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to make this cute little square. Start off making a slip knot. I'm using a size H hook, which you can do a slip knot, but I like to do a magic. I just do a magic ring. So for this, I do chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you're going to join it at the end. It makes a little ring. Then you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you're going to do a double crochet. Whenever you have 3, you pull through. It's just a half double 2. You're going to do the first 2, yarn over, pull through the next 2. Do a chain 1. Then you're going to do another double crochet. Yarn over, put it in the ring, pull back through. You got 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then we're going to chain 2. And then you're going to repeat this 3 more times. And that's going to form your first round. So it's double crochet in the ring. It's kind of tedious, so I'm going out of the ring. Then a chain 1. Then another double crochet. Chain 2. And another double crochet. Let's say chain 2. Chain 1. Another double crochet. Chain 2. Another double crochet. Chain 1. And then you're going to slip stitch to, let's see, and it made a little square. And you slip stitch again to the corner. And that is round 1. And then round 2, you always start with a chain 5. Let's do it. I think it's the puff stitches is what the puff stitches round 2. Get my pattern. Yeah, it's going to be the puff stitches, so. So you're going to immediately start with the puff stitch. So you get in that corner, you see you wrap over, pull up a loop, it's 3, whatever loop, 1, 2, 3, 4, run over, pull up again. Should have about 6 loops. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 6 loops. And then you're just going to pull through all the loops. Follow with a chain 1 to secure it. It made a little puff. And then your chain, let's see. Yes, chain 2 and then another puff stitch for the corner. Following with the video, so it had it memorized. Yeah, it's chain 2. Always, every corner is always chain 2. So chain 2, and then you're going to the puff stitch. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Puff stitch, and then we're going to chain 1. And then there is a gap through there, so you're going to puff stitch another one right there. 1, 2, and 3. 2, 1. Then we're back to the corner again. So that is a puff stitch, a chain 2, a puff stitch. So 1, 2, and 3. So it's puff stitch, chain 2, another puff stitch. And then in the chain space, you'll do another puff stitch, and then you'll be at the corner again. I turned off my air so we could hear better, but it's starting to get hot again. We're in the corner again. So now, puff stitch, chain 2, another puff stitch. Back in the chain space, another puff stitch. 1, 2, 3, puff stitch, chain 1. Back in the corner again. Puff stitch. Chain 2. And another puff stitch. Get another chain space, so it's another puff stitch. You chain 1. You always do a chain 1 after your puff stitches to secure them. And we are going to slip stitch to that, slip stitch to your corner. Up, tail, just gonna poke it there. Stay. Okay, that is round 2. After we take it to follows this chain 5, and then you're just gonna just think 2 double crochet and see. Okay, round 3, it's going to be 4 sets of 11 double crochet. So you start up and chain 5, and then you're going to do 2 double crochets in that corner. Okay, so it's 1 and 2. Just kind of then think you're going to double crochet. The next thing is you're going to double crochet into the puff stitch, I'm pretty sure, and then it's that's where we line up. Let's see, yes, you're going to double crochet, 1 double crochet in the puff stitch, chain, another, so the next one will be another puff stitch, but in that chain space is next, so you'll do 2 double crochet. In the chain spaces you do 2 double crochets, and then the puff stitches you get 1. There's a puff stitch, so that's 1 double crochet. The next video is a empty space, so you can do 2. And another double crochet, 1, then puff, and then we're back at the corner again. So that is 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. And repeat this around. So next one's puff stitch, so it gets 1 double crochet. And it's a chain space, so you get 2 double crochet. And it's a puff stitch again, so you get 1. Then it's a empty space again, so that's 2. Then it's a puff, so it's 1. Then we're back to that corner again, so it's 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. And a puff, so it's 1. And empty space in between gets 2. Puff gets 1. Get 2 double crochet in the next one. You're back to that one more puff and then the corner. And what's the corner? 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. And it's a puff, so it gets 1. Space gets 2. Puff gets 1. And then we're back to joining again. Let's see if that's space. Double crochet, double join. See? And then another one. And then I'll sew these together. Pull that a little tighter. Show up a little bit. We'll sew these together, and then I'll do a black one, and then, sew to these. And I'll keep repeating these. And you're going to keep making these little squares, and then sew them together. And then you'll sew them all the way down this whole blanket right here. And then after you get all those sewn on to here, you'll do 2 more rows of half double crochet. And then I'll meet y'all in the next video where we're going to try to decide what's going to be the next pattern we're going to do, what next sequence. I don't know if I want to do the bigger version of the tulip squares bigger, or we could do a whole different square. Please comment in the comment section if you think I should repeat the tulip square again, just bigger, both bigger rounds, or we should try a total different square, a different pretty square with a different design. Or we can do stripes, a couple of rows of stripes. Just give me your input, what you think would look good. Okay, see you in the next one.